Very often, when we feel our mind racing and we start feeling stressed and anxious and overwhelmed, it's often because of one of two things. We're either focused on the past and things that we wish we had said or had done or hadn't done, and we're filled with regret and we're dealing with that. Or we are focused on the future and the unknown, and sometimes even catastrophizing a little bit about, oh, because this thing happened, then this horrible thing's going to happen, and everything's just going to pop. And so um, we start to feel anxious and worried and fearful. Anybody with me? Anyone else do those kinds of things? Yep. So one thing that can help is to get ourselves grounded into the present, into the now, because right now, right this minute, everything's okay and we're safe, and we need to let our body and our mind know that. So, like I've talked about before, we're getting out of the primitive brain and into the thinking brain, or the prefrontal cortex, and so that we can think logically and rationally and not allow fear or regret to dictate our actions or our feelings. So this is a grounding technique that uses your five senses. If you have it available to you, if you have something for when we do taste, a mint, dark chocolate, even water. If you don't have anything nearby where you can do this, don't worry. I'll tell you something else you can do when we get to that part. So first thing, of course, you're going to do is take a deep breath so that we can trigger our parasympathetic nervous system. And then you're going to name 5 things wherever you are that you can see. And if you want, you can add color into. So you'd say, I see a red book. I see a yellow pencil. So name 5 things that you see. If you want, for the rest of this, you can close your eyes if that helps. So the next thing is 4 things that you can touch or feel. So it could be, the fabric of your clothes. It could be that you can feel, I can feel the table. I can feel what I'm sitting on. I can feel my feet on the floor. I can feel, depending on where you are, I can feel a breeze. So name 4 things that you can feel. Next, you're going to name 3 things that you can hear. It could be the ticking of a clock, or other people talking. It could be traffic or a bird singing. So name 3 things that you can hear. Next, you will name 2 things that you can smell. And, if you need to, you can lift your hand and see if you can smell the soap or the lotion on your hand. Name 2 things that you can smell. And then the last one is to name 1 thing that you can taste. And like I said, if you have something nearby that you can put in your mouth and taste, like a mint or dark chocolate, really good, or even just water, whatever you have handy. And if you don't have anything, you're going to think of 1 thing that you're thankful for. And maybe, since we're on taste, it could be 1 food or drink that you're thankful for, something you really enjoy. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch or feel, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, 1 thing that you can taste, or 1 thing you're thankful for. And that will help bring you back to now, and so that then you can think more clearly and without fear. So give it a try.